The Ukrainians launched a series of counter-offensive, first in the south, where they continued to make slow but steady progress. And then in the last 72 hours, they launched a surprise attack in the northeast, which the Russians clearly weren't expecting. They penetrated deep behind Russian lines and have secured these very important towns, including the town of Kupiansk, which you just mentioned.
Now, Ukrainian officials have said that the troops have entered Kupiansk, as you say. That's a vital eastern supply hub for Russian forces. What will that mean for the Russian side?
Well, the importance of Kupiansk lies in that it is a major rail hub, and most of the Russian army's logistics is based on the railways. And it's a significant link between the major Russian supply hub of Belgorod and all their operations in the east of Ukraine. So the Russian positions throughout the east, in Donetsk and Luhansk, are all at risk now. And the Russians will have to redeploy forces to defend against these Ukrainian thrusts from the northeast.
And Russia's defence ministry says they are now regrouping. Do you believe they can come back from this?
Well, the Russians calling this a regrouping is a wonderful euphemism for rapid withdrawal and a catastrophic collapse of their forces in the northeast. The Russians are going to be in somewhat of disarray in the coming days and weeks, but this does not mean the war is over. The Russians still hold large proportions of Ukrainian territory, and there's some way to go yet.
And what about on the Ukrainian side? Can they hold these advances that they've made?
Well, it's Ukrainian territory, and they've been welcomed back by the citizens of every town that they've gone into. But the Ukrainians also have territorial defence forces which are designed to hold this kind of territory. They've done that throughout the war, and there's no reason to believe they can't continue to do so. The Russians really have very little capacity to undertake counterattacks to take back the territory they've lost in the last few days.
We know that there have been morale issues with Russian forces. What do these developments mean for the morale within the Russian forces, but also the morale within Ukrainian forces as well?
Well, for the Russians, this will just be another nail in the coffin of their Ukrainian catastrophe. They have now lost the initiative in their invasion, and this will have a significant impact on the morale of their soldiers on the ground, but also the Russian people back at home, if indeed they do find out anything about this. The exact opposite holds for the Ukrainians. Victory is infectious, and once the Ukrainians get momentum, as they have here, it's very unlikely they'll sustain that in the coming weeks.
I know you say that this doesn't mean that the war is over, but could these developments change or shift the direction of the conflict, or is it too soon to tell that?
Well, I certainly think in the last week we've seen a shift in the initiative of this war to the Ukrainians, which means that from here on, it will be the Ukrainians who decide where and when to fight. The Russians have largely had that over the last 6 or 7 months. That now rests with the Ukrainians. So they have the initiative, they have the momentum going into winter, and that will be very important both for the morale of the Ukrainians, but also for what will come in 2023.